This is it, 2025. This is the year of the agent. If you haven't been paying attention, it's time to wake up. AI isn't just smart anymore. It's almost autonomous. In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about agents, what they are, where they're heading, and how we can take advantage of this massive shift. Because this is going to change the world forever. Let's start with where we're coming from. At first, we had large models like ChatGPT, Claude, image generators, and video models that were trained on massive datasets and could produce some pretty incredible results. They could write code, create images, summarize documents, and so on. They could even reason to some extent. But all of this happened in silos. One prompt, one task, one result. They're powerful, but they remain limited. We then had the next generation of models that we call reasoning models like ChatGPT o1 or DeepSeek R1. Models that could go beyond generation and can reason and thus solve problems. But again, they remain limited because they work in silos. The direction that it's now taken is that models that have a level of autonomy, that can increasingly perform tasks just as human would. And that's what we call agents. But it can be a bit confusing to understand what agents are, and the best way to understand what agents are is to understand their evolution. So let me walk you through the 5 evolution of agents that we're seeing right now. So the first one is the evolution of agents that are AI models that gain access to tools and custom data. That was the beginning of agentic behavior. Take custom GPTs in ChatGPT, for example, or wrappers of ChatGPT or Claude that have access to your email, your browser, your internet documents, and so on. These models became more useful. They could look things up, perform actions, integrate into workflows. Think about the manual tasks you repeat every day, checking emails, summarizing reports, responding to basic questions. There's probably custom GPT out there, a no-code solution that can handle it. And by the way, if you don't already use them, start doing it. It will save you a lot of time. The second evolution are the agents that can access a diverse array of tools through APIs. This is where platforms like Zapier, Make, and N8N come in. They let you orchestrate workflows across apps. For example, Gmail to Notion, Slack to Google Sheet, Stripe to Airtable, and so on. And now LLMs can trigger those workflows directly. That's what most people refer to when talk about AI automation. It's powerful, it's mostly reliable, and it gives you endless possibilities to build workflows. But it remains limited in some way, because at the end of the day, it can only do what the APIs allow it to do. You're confined to the functions exposed by each service. And when your workflows get more complex, things can get tricky. Orchestration becomes fragile. The setup becomes harder to manage. You often need technical workarounds just to make it work properly. That's where the next iteration of agents come in. And the third evolution are platforms like Crew AI or Relevance AI. These tools let you go beyond one-off automations. Now you're orchestrating full teams of agents, each with a specific role and a task. You can define a researcher agent, for example, a writer agent, a reviewer agent, all collaborating to produce something that a single agent couldn't do alone. It's a shift from simple task execution to goal-driven collaboration. But even with this, you're still largely dependent on APIs. You still need predefined access endpoints and integration logic. It's a smarter system, but it's still built on same foundations. Now we get to the cutting edge. So let's go to the fourth. The last advancements in agents that we currently see. Here, these are starting to go beyond APIs. This is where things get really interesting. For example, Anthropic introduced something called MCP, which is Model Context Protocol. It's important because it standardizes how external data sources are provided to AI models. Instead of building custom integrations for each tool, MCP gives developers a single protocol to connect apps and databases to AI systems. It's not a replacement for APIs, but it simplifies and unifies how AIs access context from the outside world. But now we have something even more radical. Agents that can use a computer. Like for example, OpenAI's Operator is one of the first public examples. It runs in a virtual machine, not on your laptop actually, but the core idea is the same. The AI can operate a real computer. Click, type, drag, drop, open, edit documents, just like a human would. This is a complete shift. No more predefined APIs, No hard-coded integration logic. Just describe what you want and the agent figures out how to do it by interacting directly with the computer interface. We're getting closer to a world where agents don't just support our work, they do it end to end, autonomously, and that's only the beginning. And the fifth evolution is the end game, what we call AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. To our knowledge, AGI doesn't exist yet, but this is the direction agents are evolving toward. Up until now, agents have been task specific. Even the most advanced ones rely on predefined goals, structured environments, or access to known tools. AGI will change that. With AGI, you're no longer dealing with narrow systems. You're looking at an intelligence that can generalize. You give it, for example, a completely new task, something it's never seen before, and it figures out, just like a human would. That's when agents become truly autonomous. They're not just executing instructions or following workflows, they're understanding intents, making decisions, adapting to new contexts, and solving problems across domains, even ones they were not trained on. It will no longer be about building better prompts, it will be about collaborating with AI as it learns, reasons, and improves in real time. So we're not there yet, but the path is becoming clearer, and every new leap in autonomy, tool use, and orchestration is moving us closer to this frontier. And here's where it all comes together. As agents grow in capability and independence, from simple workflows to computer control and eventually general intelligence, we're approaching a fundamental shift, a fork in the road. Because this evolution doesn't just reshape technology, it reshapes how we work, how we compete, how we live. It's a massive opportunity, and it's a massive challenge as well. I personally believe that we're heading into the golden age of entrepreneurship and the death of the traditional corporate job model as we know it. There will be less and less reason to do tasks manually. You'll soon be able to build businesses powered by an army of AI agents working 24/7 for you at zero marginal cost. We're heading towards what Sam Altman calls the one-person unicorn, a business valued at $1 billion with one founder and an army of agents. A world where you don't have to ask for permission to build. You don't need a team of 20. You just need the right ideas and a few agents to help you execute them. So, if you're an entrepreneur at Soul, this is your moment. Start experimenting, start building, because it's the beginning of a whole new game. So make sure to be part of it. This was your host, Yassine. See you in the next one.